despite not winning major trophies, despite not being in top four for the past years, Manchester United have been the only team that still maintain that spot after Real Madrid. The next club you can call in Europe is Manchester United in terms of revenue, in terms of sponsor, in terms of money, in terms of players, in terms of record, in terms of anything you talk in Europe. You cannot come to Chelsea and only trying to meet up with Man United. If you cannot beat Man United at this time, when are you going to beat Man U?
Man U had a numerical advantage.
Which numerical?
Yes.
Okay.
They had a numerical advantage.
Okay, the goalkeeper went to shit.
Secondly, the weather wasn't favorable.
Okay, weather wasn't favorable. So Man United play with umbrella.
Our keeper.
Say Man play with umbrella.
Indecisions.
No, the Man play with umbrella.
Okay, so
the pitch, both of them played on that same pitch.
Yeah, so my analysis of the game is that Chelsea, Maresca should be fired. If you ask me, Maresca, you should be fired. Why I say so is that you don't panic when you get a red card. There's so many teams that have played that got red card and still won the match. Right? So Sanchez is not to be blamed. Agreed. Sanchez, Chelsea goalkeeper.
To me, he's not to be blamed because I strongly believe that.
I can blame him a little bit for inexperience.
Inexperience because he made that Sanchez. There was an indecision in the ball he went for. There was an indecision in the ball he went for. And he decided because that ball was a 50-50 ball between him. What would you have allowed if you were in Sanchez's shoes at that moment? What would you have done? What I would have done, I would have just decided first. What? Because if you notice, I'm going there. Okay. If you notice that Sanchez moved at first, then stopped, making Mbeumo to be closer to the ball before him. You understand? Had it been he moved instantly when he made that decision, he would have touched the ball. At the same time, fouled Mbeumo. And it would have just been a foul, but no red card. Sanchez was the last man.
No matter the foul it is.
What I mean, as a keeper, if he had touched the ball, not with his hand, because it was outside the
it will still be a red card.
I understand. But he didn't touch the ball. Yeah. No, there are some considerations to understand. This the keeper's territory. Yeah. And he couldn't do any otherwise than touching the ball. They're not pushing him down. Touching the ball, maybe the both of them colliding. Yeah. It would have just been a foul, but not a red card. Because he touched the ball first with his body. But in this situation, if he ejected first, before he made that move, every foul there, whether he touched the ball, if you like, make him kick the ball. That territory still belongs to him.
No, it doesn't. If
that territory still belongs to him.
He moves his red card, no matter what he does there,
within his territory.
Red card. In your territory does not mean that you kill somebody now. If you get your territory now, you go keep person.
What I expect you to be saying is that if I was Sanchez, I will allow him to score.
No.
If I was Sanchez there, my decision is that just go and score. Why? It will be 1-0 down. Chelsea will still win the game.
Maybe you are right.
Chelsea will still win the game.
Right in the other way around.
That's my own decision. I wouldn't have
gotten
a red card.
No, but we are talking in terms of the red card.
That's what I'm saying now.
There's no way you are talking about the red card.
I said if you were Sanchez, what will you do? I said if I'm Sanchez, I will allow Mbeumo to score.
You know, he just has split seconds to make that decision.
That's what I'm saying. As a professional, that's why they are paying. That's why you are being paid. It is professional Premier League, professional players.
Even if he's an experienced keeper, it can still happen to any keeper.
It can happen, but in that case, there are some goalkeepers that have saved such situations. Let me tell you the difference between those goalkeepers now. This is one of the reasons why clubs are signing goalkeepers who can make use of their feet very well. Onana might be a bad goalkeeper or might have lost form when he came to Manchester United, but in those kind of cases, those are the cases where Onana will save you. Why? Because as the ball is even going, before the ball gets to that position, Onana will have come out of his 18-yard ball because he will have read that game, he will have read that ball, that flick of Sesko, he will have already anticipated it that this ball will land in this place. Onana will have come out either to use his right or left foot to dash that ball to the side or the other, or to kick far away because he will have been more comfortable playing with it. But because Sanchez is not good with his leg, the same way like a Man United goalkeeper too, he's not good with his feet. That is why every ball that was passed back to him, he has to play far because he could not play low because he might want to play short to the center back, they will intercept that ball. You understand me now? So if you watch it, that is the difference. That is why in this modern days football, every team now are not signing goalkeeper that can play with their feet very well.
I've never been a fan of chances. You know, I usually complain on this podcast. Yeah. I believe chances cannot take us to the promised land. I rather prefer George Jesse.
But the same Sanchez
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If it was
why are Chelsea fans like this?
I have always
What
said
they do like this?
Even if George Jesse play,
no good. Now
even if George Jesse play,
every time they contest. Now you want me to sack Maresca. Now I thought you want me to sack Maresca. Now Sanchez now
for my club.
Now
we don't get patience.
Chelsea fans don't get patience at all. Why do they do like this?
Because
why do they do like this?
Because we need success.
We need success.
We don't need to get something.
You know good. Though, when they get patience.
Not going to remain with Una Amorim. I want me to sack Maresca tomorrow.
But you tell me that Maresca now be the best coach.
I feel talk again because you don't win. I feel take my mouth.
The thing where they pay me now, the thing where they pay me now for this game we happen. We say, look at Manchester United goalkeeper.
My brother, I don't get joy.
Look at Manchester United goalkeeper. Chelsea couldn't score up to that guy supposed to score 5.
I want to score 5.
Chelsea they see
Manchester United goalkeeper.
Chelsea no
we don't fit score 5.
Chelsea no see period. See, man, tell you what happened for that match. Man, tell you what happened for that match. Already, the knock away Bayern knock Chelsea for that match. Already, those guys to say they fit cancel that match. They don't write petition so they cancel man you man. Because they don't say they don't fit get to play that game already. You understand? Because Enzo and Casido already from Munich already. They don't even come back
because
they don't even follow come back. The not not them. According to news, they don't even fit come. They don't even stand up for Munich.
See Ferguson there.
They don't even stand up for Munich.
I know.
Ferguson have been watching matches.
Nothing to do with that.
No, that's what they talk.
Chelsea had nothing to do with
Chelsea
that
fans inflate that game. Chelsea fans
Chelsea
fans excuse.
Ferguson is good politically. He can influence.
Accept that.
See, let me tell you. See, Chelsea fans they always sound like to be honest.
I saw Ferguson in that dance.
Anyway, see Chelsea fans.
Chelsea
Already know
that
say
game.
excuses are the order of the day for Chelsea fans.
Every time
Ferguson, all the matches man you dey lose.
Ferguson must have worked hand in hand with Maresca.
So now,
but you said that why Chelsea lost the game was because of the substitute that
No,
the wrong substitute that
no,
Maresca
Ferguson
did.
come Maresca.
Now you're not blaming.
No, Ferguson come Maresca now. They show him now. They show when Ferguson come Maresca.
What do you mean, sir?
Alex Ferguson.
They show
I myself am a sir in Nigeria.
Oui, sir. You are talking
So
to Ferguson like
it doesn't matter.
that. You are talking to Ferguson. Do you know who is Alex?
Do
Do you know who is Alex?
Does he know me?
Do you know who is Alex? All about the world.
Who is that?
You have never produced a coach like that before.
I produced
Jose Mourinho. To Alex Ferguson, even Jose Mourinho that are talking about respect bow to this Alex you are talking about.
Because of his corruption act.
Which corruption act? That is Mourinho is corrupt too.
No,
that is Mourinho is corrupt too.
Ferguson is more corrupt than
Mourinho. Where has he succeeded?
When I saw him in the stars, I knew you had lost that man because how on earth will Maresca just make that move? You did 5 minutes, change all the front line.
So that was where Maresca got it all wrong. If I was Maresca, I wouldn't have removed a Pedro Neto.
And he didn't even feel
I wouldn't have removed a Pedro Neto. I wouldn't have removed an Odegaard. Estavo.
Palmer was
the person that I would have removed, not Palmer, because I know Palmer is Chelsea's best player. The person I would have removed is.
But he had a knock now. It was not
after the red card. After the red card.
No,
but
he had that. No, he wasn't fit.
Best belief.
Yes.
You don't know what happen. As the match, you make that the way man you don't put for Chelsea, but that fear, like this say, man, they don't collect the card, they go chop. As the sisters could see them, so that fear, I want to make that post come on those players.
Because you get advantage. You don't be
which advantage?
You don't be fluke players.
Which advantage?
So those are fluke players.
Wait.
Which advantage?
When the game commenced, Manchester United were in Chelsea box all through. They were in Chelsea box all through.
With the help of the weather. With the help of the weather.
Which help of the weather? Man, you play with umbrella. Man, you use umbrella play.
Use umbrella play now.
Before we play that match, you know whether only for Manchester, for England, only for Manchester rain therefore.
Okay, what of for Munich? What of for Munich? What of for Munich?
Munich waiting.
What happened for Munich?
I was robbed.
Everything.
I'm telling you the truth. I told you initially that every success comes with hatred and envy. I have won virtually everything.
So what man you the envy for Chelsea, buddy?
The envy. I mention the trophies.
So what man you the envy for?
I mention the trophies.
Okay, which one? Apart from this club worker, which one?
Apart from why you go exclude them?
See, let me tell you something. Manchester United is the only club in Premier League who have produced a world best footballer who have won Ballon d'Or. Manchester United is only in the person of Cristiano Ronaldo. And since then till today, only Rodri in Manchester United have repeated such feat. So no matter how you do, Manchester United till today, despite that Man United, if any club in Europe or in the world, or if Chelsea try to go this far or low as much as they will break down that they will go to relegation. Let me finish. First of all, they will go to relegation. Secondly, they will lose their sponsors. Thirdly, they will not even make one naira because nobody watch their game. But because Man United have created a very strong foundation all over the world, even till now, despite not winning major trophies, despite not being in top four for the past years, Manchester United have been the only team that still maintain that spot after Real Madrid. The next club you can call in Europe is Manchester United in terms of revenue, in terms of sponsor, in terms of money, in terms of players, in terms of record, in terms of anything you want to talk in Europe. You cannot come to Chelsea and only trying to meet up with Man United record. That is why every time any player that is less than 20 years, Chelsea want to buy, even to the extent going to hospitals to go and pay for babies that were born that are made because they want to sign players that want to make them to get to that level of Manchester United, and they can never achieve that.
When last did you win trophy? When last did you win a major trophy in Europe? When last did you win a major trophy in Europe?
That is what I'm telling you now. You that are winning now.
You are so excited.
I'm asking you so excited because you are not used to it.
You said Man U is the only team that has produced a World Footballer of the Year.
Yes.
In person of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
And I am the only team in the whole world that has produced a president of a country.
Which president?
George Oponwe.
George Oponwe.
Yes.
So it's the only Chelsea that George will play for.
It's only Man U that Cristiano Ronaldo.
But he won it in Man U. He won it in Man U.
But when he left Chelsea, that's when he won the president.
Was he a president in Chelsea?
No, I'm telling you, when he left Chelsea, that's when he became a president.
Okay,
so it's only my country, it's only my team,
Chelsea
FC, that has produced a president of a country. It's only my team,
Chelsea FC, he has a political ambition.
Number one president. I gave you time to talk. So don't interrupt me. I am the only team in the world that the world number one president has given a trophy. And even celebrated with me, jubilated with me in the podium.
Because he was hosted in his country. Because it was hosted in his country.
Many times. Many times.
They give him the honor to present it.
Other places that they host tournaments.
The president always come out.
So is it the one that is usually giving?
Yes.
It's a lie.
Yes.
When
yes,
which of the president gave you a trophy?
Yes.
Which of the president? They
hosted the World Cup and they gave him the honor to come and present. When football. When
back I beat you at Wembley. Back I beat you 3-0. I beat 3-1 at Wembley. Where was the Queen of England? Was she the one that presented?
Because Queen of England is bigger than Donald Trump.
Was she the one that presented the trophy to you?
Those are not they come at anyhow. Do you know who's Queen of England?
Who's Queen of England?
Trump said they bought the Queen of England.
Queen of England that you are talking about, Atao Figala removed his cap and she ran away from where all of this at. So sons of big cap. So don't tell me.
So Donald Trump present cup to you.
Donald Trump is number one world president.
For now.
Okay, you have agreed for now.
Yes.
He gave me the World Cup
elected. I'm not just put on there.
He gave me. But
I produced a world best player in my club. He was voted world best player.
I produced a president of a country.
He was not there when he was elected. He was not there when he was elected.
I produced a president of a country.
He was not there when he was elected.
Okay, so let's go back into the game. So to me, I feel if Amorim, Manchester United coach Amorim, was to coach Chelsea with his 3-man in the back.
No.
Wait, I'm talking. If Amorim was to be Chelsea coach before the season starts, Amorim's plan would have been working perfectly because Chelsea has that player, that suits his formation. That is the way he's getting all wrong. I think Bruno Fernandes said yesterday that Manchester United player were not really good enough because that's Amorim's idea. 3 at the back. The current Manchester United squad can't play.
They don't have the players.
But if it was in Chelsea would have been unbeaten because Chelsea has the player. When you are talking about James, talking about Cucurella, talking about Shadoba.
Even now, James is beginning to go out of form. If you want to be honest with you,
because he's playing out of position.
He has been playing out of
position.
He's playing right fullback too sometimes.
Yeah, but I can accept if the rank doesn't come,
injury are coming for the James. But with James, it's not the same with James that we know. 2-3 seasons ago, we must be honest with ourselves.
He just came back from injury. If this James was fit, he would have played better. And secondly, I told you what demoralized the whole thing. the team itself, removing all the attacking players from the front line automatically was the fault.
So we all
automatically demoralized that team in the gameplay. You understand me? So that's what just spoiled everything.
So in conclusion, Chelsea lost to Manchester United because of Maresca's silly blunder in terms of substitution.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Man United did not score up to 5-6 goals because of Ruben Amorim.
Okay, so the last one was Casemiro. Second yellow card, a yellow card to you.
Yes, it is a yellow card because I must be honest with you. Let me tell you how this football goes. On the pitch, you started the game. The referee gave your opponent red card. As a footballer, intelligent player, if I am in a team, I always tell my guys, oh boy, they don't give these people red card. The next plan for referee to balance this team back. Yes. That is just the honest fact. Yeah. There is no ojoro there. The next thing that should come to your mind is you begin to reduce your tackle. First of all, you have numerical advantage over your opponent, and then you must be aware of your tackle because the referee will not hesitate to give you red. Except you have bought the referee over. Even if you have bought the referee, you should not show it out. So Casemiro, knowing where you have 2 goals up already by that time, and you are very important in that midfield, and you still want to enjoy your game, and where the foul happened was not even close to the 18-yard ball. You now holding a player to put you might have won the ball there, but putting him down, the referee was coming from behind. It's a tackle from behind. Even if you won it, if referee have not given Chelsea red card, maybe that thing he will have just blown it as a foul, but no card. But in this case, where other teams are down with one man, that you can't expect the referee not to give you card, and you having a yellow card already, I was expecting Amorim to have changed Casemiro or to call Casemiro to the side, say, please be cautious, don't get another card. You have your centre back, Maguire was at the back, this guy, Lucio were there. Even if that guy passed with that ball, there's no assurance that he was going to score that goal. Yeah. So why reducing your advantage by? Why wasting that advantage? That was what killed Man U in that game.
So Chelsea, do you feel that's a yellow card?
Definitely it was a yellow card because he had already gotten one before that period. And what he said is right into certain extent because Casemiro bringing down João Pedro. Yeah. It wasn't even a go-bound move. Yeah. You understand? It was just the ball happened. The incident happened within the midfield. Yeah. So it wasn't a go-bound move. He would have just disciplined himself, tackled him well, then that record wouldn't have come. And secondly, Chelsea was already one man down, and referee himself would want to balance the game.
Exactly.
Just to prove it that he knew what he was officiating.
Okay, so I will blame Amorim for Casemiro's second yellow card. Why was I blame Amorim? There was a game Liverpool played. Liverpool was Kekes got a yellow card at the 23rd minute. I can't remember, but on the 23rd minute, he was substituted immediately because he knew Kekes is likely
even
to
Bayern Munich too against Chelsea too. He made got a red card. He brought
him out.
But you know, a Casemiro is a very rough form.
Naturally,
it was a yellow card. You still left in there, and you call yourself a coach. I call myself a coach. Carried away with what?
The fact is that
Casemiro was carried away on the pitch.
Is the function of the coach to remove a Casemiro and replace him with
to caution him on the sideline.
Not caution, remove him.
Sometimes there are some players you don't want to remove in the game. You can caution them, say, please now. There are sometimes Fernandez will get a card. The coach will talk, please, so once he knows that, he will not be marking again. Yes, he will just be judging behind players.
Someone like Casemiro, depending on the role that he's playing, he's not always disciplined in that midfield. You know that Casemiro is a rugged midfielder. So I believe even if he called him to advise him, Casemiro
and then removing a player, bringing in Ugarte instead of Maino.
Minor issues is another story for another day. So this brings us to the end of the show. If you are not following us, make sure you subscribe, follow, comment, drop your comments. We'll surely reply back. Tell us how to improve on the show, and trust us, we are going to bring in all your input to the next episode. Thank you for staying with us.